The woman, seeking excitement, planned a romantic trip to Antarctica with her husband, but along the way, they discovered a unique island. Filled with curiosity, the two decided to explore the island. They were full of anticipation for the upcoming adventure, completely unaware that danger was slowly approaching. After landing on the island, Jack felt a surge of excitement. However, as they ventured further, they realized it was a desolate and uninhabited place. The scenery was not as beautiful as they had imagined, just endless mountains. On the other side of the island, they stumbled upon an abandoned base. Annie guessed it must have been a whaling station many years ago, based on its appearance. She went on to describe all the facilities one by one. Unfortunately, the place had long since fallen into ruin, now nothing more than a pile of wreckage. The only beauty left was the distant, undulating icebergs. The couple fully enjoyed this moment of isolation, free from the outside world. But soon, they noticed dark clouds gathering and thunder rumbling in the sky. By the time they were ready to return, it was already too late. Huge waves made it impossible to sail normally. Their boat was now on the verge of capsizing in the storm. They had no choice but to return to the whaling station, using it as temporary shelter from the rain. But to their shock, the next morning when they planned to leave, they discovered their yacht had completely vanished. Jack was utterly puzzled, as he clearly remembered dropping the anchor himself the day before. Now, the yacht had disappeared without a trace. They had no choice but to use their rubber dinghy to search around the island for their boat. Soon, Jack had to turn off the engine as the fuel was running low. As they drifted, they saw a surprising sight: a colony of penguins gathered on the far side of the island. Sadly, they were no longer in the mood to admire the view. Jack decided to climb to a higher vantage point to search for the missing yacht. After finally reaching the summit, he saw nothing but endless wilderness and barren hills. Overcome with despair, the couple had no choice but to return to the whaling station to kill time. But they had to face a grim reality: no one knew they were stranded here. With no food and freezing temperatures, they had to endure both hunger and cold. Still, Jack clung to a thread of hope. If someone tracked the AIS system on the yacht, they could be rescued within 10 days at most. Hearing Jack's reasoning, Annie finally felt a little relief. Every day, they waited quietly by the shore, waiting for a passing ship, waiting for a miracle to be discovered.